Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's tropical update in the Eastern Pacific Basin. So, looking at Hurricane Dora, as of 11 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, Thursday, August the 3rd, Hurricane Dora remains a Category 3 hurricane with 120-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds, a minimum central pressure of 958 millibars, and westerly movement at 18 miles per hour. And then looking at the disturbance off of the southern coast of Mexico, we have a 70% chance of cyclone development in the next 7 days. As of 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Thursday, August the 3rd, 2023, a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms located several hundred miles south of the coast of southern Mexico is associated with a tropical wave. An area of low pressure is expected to develop from this feature during the next day or so, and environmental conditions appear conducive for development of the system. A tropical depression is likely to form this weekend as it moves west-northwestward or northwestward, parallel to but not far offshore the southwestern coast of Mexico. Formation chance through 48 hours is low at 30%, but formation chance through 7 days is high at 70%. So looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite imagery and cone for Hurricane Dora briefly became a 130-mile-per-hour Category 4 hurricane 1 a.m. last night, August the 3rd. And looking at the current status, 120-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane moving to the west-southwest. By Friday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, we're looking at a 125-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane moving to the west-southwest. May see a little bit of re-intensification of Dora over the next few hours. By Friday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, a 115-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane moving to the west-southwest. By Saturday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 105-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane moving to the west-southwest. Saturday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane moving to the west-southwest. Sunday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane. Sunday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane. Monday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, a 90-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane curving more towards the west. And then by Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, an 85-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane passing several hundred miles to the south of Hawaii. So if you live in Hawaii, I would just keep an eye on Dora, but as of right now, it looks like Hurricane Dora is going to pass several hundred miles to your south. So as of right now, no worries for my friends in Hawaii. Now looking at the official National Hurricane Center's cone for Dora, we see a major hurricane through early Friday morning and a hurricane through early Tuesday morning, staying several hundred miles to the south of Hawaii. Now, looking at the latest model guidance for Dora and the system behind Dora, looking at the GFS model, we have Hurricane Dora in the East Central Pacific. And then as we go through Saturday, Dora is going to move west. And then we're going to see a new tropical cyclone develop, probably just a couple hundred miles to the southwest of Mexico by Saturday. This could bring some impacts to southwestern Mexico as it intensifies to a tropical storm by Saturday, and then we could see a hurricane by Sunday, moving several hundred miles to the south of the Baja Peninsula of California. Going into Monday, we see a hurricane moving to the west, possibly a Category 2, with the second disturbance, with Dora remaining to the southeast of Hawaii. And then through Tuesday, we see this disturbance, this likely hurricane beginning to weaken over the eastern Pacific, and Dora moving directly to the south of Hawaii by about 500 miles, before Dora continues to move west and weakens, as well as the second system dissipating by Thursday. Now looking at the European model for Dora and the disturbance off of Mexico, the European model has Dora moving west through the next several days, and then we see a tropical depression by Saturday or Sunday just off the western Mexican coast, and then by Sunday afternoon, a tropical storm a few hundred miles to the south of the Baja Peninsula of California. The European model keeps this system much weaker than the GFS, and then the European model also keeps Dora well to the south of Hawaii, posing no threat to the islands. And then looking at the Canadian model, the Canadian model has had a very bad handle on both systems, where we have a Category 3 hurricane, the Canadian's only showing a weak tropical storm, but the Canadian shows the same general movement and track as the Euro and GFS, keeping it well to the south of Hawaii, and not really developing the disturbance behind it. But as I mentioned earlier, the Canadian model has not had a good handle on the tropical systems so far this year. And then before I close the video out, I'm just going to show you some nice satellite imagery of Hurricane Dora. We have a nice little compact hurricane here, only a couple hundred miles across in diameter. We even have a little bit of an eye, a little mini eye on Dora as she continues to move to the west. So thanks for watching this evening's update in the Eastern Pacific on Dora and the disturbance behind Dora. If you live across southwest Mexico and the Baja Peninsula of California, make sure you're keeping a close eye on this second disturbance, as you could see some impacts over the next several days. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful evening, my friends.